Welcome! I am Public Enemy Numero Uno, and thank you so much for watching this. Today I want to talk about making clothing useful in D&D. Clothing is one of those overlooked items within your inventory that doesn't see much play other than existing. Some articles such as fine clothes or costumes can have narrative aspects that are up to the players and Dungeon Master to make relevant. What I want to talk about is mechanically useful clothing. Curiously, some useful garments are mentioned but never expounded upon. On page 110 of the Dungeon Master's Guide, it describes hazardous environments, how to play them, and suggestions to survive them. Under Extreme Cold, it states that creatures wearing cold weather gear automatically succeed on saving throws against the environment, but no mention of how to obtain or what relevant rules there are for cold weather gear. The answer came in the module Icewind Dale, Rim of the Frost Maiden, on page 20. After finding this, it got me thinking, what other mechanical benefits could it offer? Are there other types of clothing that could also offer benefits for players, encouraging their use? Here's what I came up with. Cold weather gear. A heavy fur coat or cloak over layers of wool clothing as well as a fur-lined hat or hood. Goggles and fur-lined leather boots and gloves. Cost 10 gold and weighs 5 pounds. The rules state that as long as cold weather clothing remains dry, its wearer automatically succeeds on saving throws against the effects of extreme cold. I added, any cold damage received is reduced by 5. Yeah, I figured that garments that are padded up against the ice and snow should also offer protection against the accompanying damage. As it's not as good as resistance to cold, then it wouldn't count as a magical item. Much cheaper and probably useful when hunting yetis, frost giants, or even a white dragon. Here's a few others that I thought of. Reflective fire gear. A thin, long cloak with matching gloves, mask, and long boots that are inflammable. The articles are formed from an alchemical formed alloy creating stiff, reflective clothing. Costs 15 gold and weighs 3 pounds. The wearer automatically succeeds on saving throws against the effects of extreme heat. Any fire damage received is reduced by 5, and all stealth checks are made with disadvantage unless you're behind full cover. Doesn't save you from a fireball or let you wade through lava, but it helps you when traveling across a vast desert or an excursion into the elemental plane of fire. Deep diving gear. A metal bowl-like helmet with a window visor, a thick full-body suit formed from a flexible alchemical alloy, and heavy steel tank with compressed air. The tank can hold up to 2 hours of breathable air, requiring 8 hours of work to fill it up when in fresh air. Costs 100 gold and weighs 40 pounds. While wearing this clothing, the wearer is immune to the effects of deep sea swimming and breathing-based effects. Any acid damage received is reduced by 5, and all perception checks are made with disadvantage. Very useful for underwater adventures or traveling through fetid worlds with toxic winds. Tin foil hat. A soft metal sheet shaped into a bowl large enough for the wearer's head. While wearing this, you look utterly ridiculous. Any creature within 30 feet that sees you must make a DC 10 charisma saving throw or be forced to hurl insults at you while laughing. Apart from its stylish design that any padded cell shouldn't be without, any psychic damage taken is reduced by 5. These are just some ideas that I had. I purposely restricted myself to clothing and gear that would likely appear in a D&D world. Was tempted to try an electrician's outfit for lightning, but couldn't think of a good justification for it. This whole thing occurred to me and I wanted to share it with all of you. With that, please comment down below as I would love to hear more ideas or criticisms. Thank you again for watching my video and have an enjoyable day.